Hello, Count. Hey, here's Cageman, and also Temal Cageman, and also Sparren in Elite. And I'm going to go through what I have here in the studio and try to give you an idea of what you could do with your stuff as well. So first of all, let's just take a look at the nice little drum kit here. So that's the electronic drum kit that I have. It's a roll-on-based drum kit. So essentially what happens is that it sends MIDI data directly into my audio board, which is this M Audio Profire 610. And you can also see that I have a little, so the MIDI cables are on the rear side of it, and through this one I then have a software in, well, what you are seeing right now is Cubase, which is our recording thing. I will show you some more guitar stuff later on in there. But right now I want to go through the hardware. So the M Audio is the main thing here. I don't know if they actually sell these anymore, but M Audio is good for, their stuff is good, and it's a Firewire soundboard. So it has like these inputs here. They support like the standard guitar things, and also if we go here, we have our recording microphone, which has, let me show you this type of plug. So this type of plug is also supported in the input there, in the front inputs. Okay, and then I have a couple of M Audio, it's actually BX8 monitor speakers. They are, what do you say, they are balanced or whatever it's called, I don't really know. And I have two of them, of course. They are not actually plugged in at this point because the computer is plugged into well, the M audio card. Right now I have the output to our mixer over here, so that when we play live, or when we actually not play live, when we rehearse, the drums comes out of these speakers here on each side. Right. So of course it's a computer, shouldn't matter which one you have. I have another audio board which I can't show you here, which is the Steinberg UR22. I have it at home, but it's a USB board, and well, and of course we have I plugged in my guitar here. The cool thing with this audio board, by the way, is that you have so that you can actually, if you push this one in here, it will amplify. That will be like the regular setting. But then if you have, oh sorry, it's bad. This I'm sorry about the webcam. It's really bad webcam. But the thing is that if I actually pull it out, it it takes the signal, input signal, down with minus 20 decibel, and that's very useful because my guitar here, my 7-string Ibanez, they have active pickups, so you have battery inside the guitar. So these pickups, they are really sensitive. But it's a fixed bridge on this one, which is perfect for me because I'm not playing live and I can just have fun, you know, playing around with different tunings and stuff. Volume knob, the usual microphone selection thing. Really don't know what it's called in English, but that one, and then this one here is a kill switch. which is good because I have since I have active microphones, with these active pickups, sorry, they use battery. So on the back side here, let me bring this up here. So here you can see the slot where I actually put in. It's hard to do the camera here. Sorry. So here I have a battery slot. So it's a regular, like a regular. Oh, what am I filming now? Oh, there we have it. Oh my God! It looks like I'm actually filming the. It's the reflection here. My God damn it! The reflection is crazy. You can see the screen in the reflection. But yeah, you can see that the Energizer battery there. That's the type of battery you have in the guitar. So essentially, as soon as you plug in the cord, it will start to consume battery. But the kill switch turns that off. Which is good because if you forget the cord in and you come back a day later, the battery is drained. So yeah, and we have some other instruments where we have this is one of the guitar players' amplifiers. It's the Bukira thing, fairly big one. And then the other guitar, we take the bass player. He has a Fender amplifier here. I don't know any tech of it. Sounds good, no? And then we have this other guitarist. He's playing on an orange thing here, and he has a Epiphone Les Paul guitar. The other guitarist, he used to use that guitar here, which is kind of slaughtered at this point. So he has a new guitar, Fender, with a Floyd Rose bridge. But he actually brings that home because he wants to sit down and practice and stuff. Here's the bassist bass. Yep. And then we have way over there. That's actually my first guitar, which I bought when I was 15 or something like that. It survived. It's kind of funny that two of the knobs there have become very yellow, but the volume knob is still white. I don't know how that happened, but well, it's aged. It's a very old guitar. It still works, but I don't use it. We have it like as a reserve guitar if someone breaks the strings. We have it tuned with the other guitars. The only guitar that is very different in tuning is my Ibanez, because my Ibanez is something that I use for my own project thing. And I have a 6-string as well that has the Floyd Rose thing, but I have that at home, so I can't really show it here. Okay, that's about it about the hardware. So again, the M audio thing here, something, not an audio board like that should give you a good what do you say? A good start, at least. But then it comes to actually choosing the software that you use, and in this case I'm filming Cubase even though I have it recorded with a screen capture recording, so it just messes up with things. So I will just put down the camera now to, yeah, that's me wearing the Koloss hoodie. Band is of course Meshuggah. It's a Swedish metal band, experimental metal band that I really enjoy. They have been they are my house gods these days, instead of Thor and Odin and those guys. Anyways, so let's play around a little bit with the things inside of Cubase that I have for guitars. I can show you the drum stuff, but I haven't hooked it up because we are going to do serious cable management. We have problems with cables in this place, and I had all the cables going across the floor here, like the MIDI cables and stuff going across it, so people were stumbling on them and all that. So I really don't want. So actually, we haven't connected anything. We're going to wire it so that it goes like on the wall here, and doing a nice arc instead of being on the floor where everyone can stumble and maybe possibly even break things. But let's actually do something here. I will. So of course now you will hear the sounds coming out from, like the sounds when you hear now will be picked up by the camera microphone thing. So it's not going to sound that great, but it gives you an idea at least, and you can see what I'm doing here on the screen as well. So if I go into this here, and actually if I turn off my kill switch, I have some sound. So my music is very rhythmical in that sense, because I'm really a drummer and not really a guitar player. So I tend to do lots of like riffs that are rhythm based rather than like having melodies and stuff. Then the tuning here is kind of like, it's a regular tuning on the 6 first, or let's see here. Yeah. So what I have done here is I have a drop D here on like what do you say? The sixth and fifth string. If you're counting from the light string to the bass string, so the 6th and 5th string, they are in drop D like this. So you have like a power chord thing going there. And then the 6th and 7th string, they are also in sort of like a drop D, but not drop D, it becomes an A, I think, or something like that. I haven't actually checked exactly what note it is, but and then if I do like a sort of like a power chord thing, I can do like something like that. That's actually me playing on 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 strings, the 4 top strings, so to speak. Or I can do like only the top 3, which is but usually I actually play more like single string stuff, so it's usually like things like that. So right now what I'm using is essentially I'm just plugging the guitar directly into the M audio input, and then in the software I'm emulating different amplifiers and stuff. In this case I'm using something called Easy Mix, which is developed by Tune Track in Sweden. They also do the drum kit from hell, and they probably have the best drum kit stuff for this sort of, like when I play with the MIDI drums and getting like good sounding drums. So I'm using the drum kit from hell thing. It's not actually called drum kit from hell. They have it's called Superior Drummer. That's what it's called. But I'm using Easy Mix for the guitar tone right now, and I'm using a preset here by let's see, I have my favorites here. So right now I'm picked out a couple of different guitars that I think sound cool. So this one is Misha, who is a prominent guitar player in the gent genre, the gent metal genre. So that's one we can hear now. And then I also picked out Fredrik Thordendal's Rhythm Mix, which is Fredrik is a lead and rhythm guitar player in Meshuggah, and it has a distinct different sound. So if I play the same riff, and the difference here is that it has a lot of depth in the when you palm mute like this. And then I have, this is actually, this one here, it was something I used with my 6 string. I don't think it'll sound that good with this one. Very like so if I would play that riff with this one instead. And then I play with the Misha again. And let's see, I think I had, yeah, this is a lead guitar. Yeah, let's set it back to that, and then let's hide that, because I also have something else which is called Guitar Rig, which is kind of interesting, because you can do tons of cool things. This one allows you to do, like Easy Mix is very easy because you don't have that many settings. You have like 1 or 2 knobs that you can actually do something with. So they are like black box things. While in Guitar Rig you can actually build any type of sound you want. And I actually use Guitar Rig for some electronic stuff as well, because they have these really cool like animated effects that you can use. So let's see, if I go to effects here and animated metallic flanger. Now you probably not hear this that well, but you can see what's going on the screen. And just if I have a proper like signal chain, so I have like let's say a synthesizer, and then I add this as an effect on top of that, for example, it can really make a huge difference. And of course you can just you can build everything like this from scratch, all the different boxes and whatever you want to have in a single chain. So it's really mimicking like having all these things for real, more or less. I have made some presets here for it's for the guys in the band, because I tend to use Easy Mix with my own music, because I found the tone and so on in those, and I don't really need to spend time trying to make this software do what I already have, and I'm happy with. So, but for the guys in the band, they wanted to do something different with the sounds, so that's why I have Guitar Rig. Let's see, let's go to this one here. It's always like totally useless. Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh. And now you can hear that there is some sparking going on here and there. That's because this is showing that I'm running out of, what do you say? You have latency when you're using things like this. And this one just indicates that there is a lot of, is it disk cache overload? Why is it this? Because this one is the ASU time usage. So I'm using a lot of it right now, which means that if I want to have it better, I need to go in and start to turn things off that I don't use for the moment. So for example, let's go down here to my mastering. Where is my master? There's my master. Bypassing things, whatever. I probably should just do like a new project here, an empty one. Let's say Cageman. What should I call it? Count. Okay. So I don't have that latency going on, because I have so much stuff right now with mixing and things in that particular project. So okay, so now I just create a new audio track, and I want it to be a mono track because this is going to be like a guitar thing anyways. Some of the effects in Guitar Rig are stereo though, so if you find like one of those and you're just like, oh, I need a stereo track, then that's it. Then you do a stereo track for that specific. But then inserts, and I say Guitar Rig 5, and yeah, let me fix this. So audio. So I'm now back, and you can see now that my ECU is really good here. So now I can actually probably demo this better because there's no latency going on. So let's see, go to Guitar Rig, let's go back to new in, and let's see, so this one. It's crazy. This one is fun. it's a nice preset to just kind of do something very atmospheric very easily, kind of. It's very nice. Robot plays guitar. This one is just so weird. Basic clean guitar sound. Okay. This one is kind of cool. It's like it's doing an octave thing. And of course, if I want to record something, what I do here in Cubase is I kind of like I set this one to do a fixed tempo. 120 BPM is, I hate that tempo for some reason. So let's say 160 BPM. I usually do like this, like that, and then I just have a loop enabled so it goes like this. So I can have the click on and off. You can actually change the click sound as well to something that makes more sense maybe. But then I can actually just listen to the tempo and see like, okay. And now I realized, oh, I need the click track to be like, have more, must be stronger so that so I can clearly hear it, I mean. So I go into the mixer and just lower down this one. Because the click will be, you know, strong. So okay, something like that. Aha, this was the old one. Okay, let's close that. Don't save, no. Let's go in here. let's just find a cool riff to record. But I really don't want to play with this sound, so I will just go in and just disable that one. I will add easy mix instead. Come on, come on, come on. And go to my favorites. I will add this one here. In anyways, I just do this. I don't need to come up with anything right now. I can just record, so I just do that. And now we can see that the signal is kind of low. So I just need to drag up the input a little bit there. Let's try again. And then we say that, oh, that was a cool song. So then I can just, since I record to a click track, it's easier to start with the guitars and things like that, and then play the drums after the fact, because the drums that I play are usually like based on whatever the guitars are doing. So it's based on the guitar riffs. So it's much easier to kind of write whatever riffs you want and then loop them up, and then just sit down for a couple of minutes and just play to the riffs until you find something that sounds cool, and then you have the drum part done, sort of. But this is essentially how it works here in Cubase. I'm running a little bit out of time now because I need to get something to eat and so on, but let me know if you actually need more information. But at least it should give you some ideas, at least on how you can start up your project with your laptop and doing something cool. So yeah, I need to get something to eat and then head back home and yeah, play some Elite, I guess. So see you, Commander. Over and out. Bye bye.